Hello YouTube, this is Cody. I'm here for another video today. I'm doing a deck profile of one of my decks that I built and I've been running recently. This is my Hieratic deck, and last few weeks I've been running this deck. It's been running pretty well. I'm tempted to go into a tournament and actually run with this deck because it's actually, a really good deck. I've barely lost with this deck, and well, I figured I'd give you guys a deck profile to show you what I'm running. Now, mind you, this deck is still in, the building phases. Like, I'm still kind of putting cards into it, taking cards out. So there are some cards in here I have in place of others. So bear that in mind. Anyway, let me go ahead and start. I have 3-2. Basically, this is one of the main cards you need in the deck. It's your Mystical Space Typhoon, pretty much. You sacrifice a Hieratic monster, it gets rid of a card on their back row. 3 Sept. Your exile force, pretty much. 3 didnt, because, it's the Cyber Dragon of the deck. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon it from your hand. But the downside is you just can't attack with it. 3 Sept, because, well, this is a really good card to have. It's a level changer. You can normal summon it even if it's a level 5. It'll have 1,000 attack, but you can easily special summon another card. 1 Darkness Metal Dragon, because it was limited to 3, and actually no, it was at 3, and it got limited to 1 because it's really broken right now. But it's still a good card to have in the deck and get out more combos. 2 Effect Veiler. Obviously, you can stop a bunch of cards like Card D or Tour Guide. Now, a lot of people don't run these. I run 2 Doomcaliber Knights because it's a great card to have, especially, against decks that are really fast played and based on special summon and, effects. Basically, you can tribute this card to negate the effect and destroy the card. 1 Gores, because, why wouldn't you run Gores? It can stop your, Gores can actually stop a lot of torture that you're getting. If you're going to get hit hard by, your opponent, or if you're going to take a beating, Gores plays right in because you can easily, just summon a token, do whatever. I only have 1 Card D because I haven't been able to pull 2 more. I'm working on it right now, but there will be 3 in this deck. My normal monsters, Ulcer Dragon and Wattail Dragon. All you really need in here. I have 2 more. I have 2 Hieratic Seals, only because, these were my replacements for Darkness Metal Dragon. It allows me to get out the Sun Dragon, if I can play these correctly. And if I do believe I'm right, you can correct me if I'm wrong, you can also sacrifice these with your normal Hieratics, like Nefed or Sue, to destroy traps or monsters. So it's a basic throwaway card. Now for my spell cards. 2 Seals of Convocation. This was at 3, it got limited to 2. The Roto card of the deck is actually a really good card to have all around. You can search your deck for a Hieratic monster. I have 2 Pots of Dualities, just for consistency. 2 Forbidden Lance. Now, this card is really good to have. I'm tempted to put 3 in this deck. Basically, this thing is all about, this deck is all about special summoning. So, it can easily be targeted by cards like Torrential Tribute, or Dark Hole, Lightning Vortex, or any of those cards. So, if you want to save a monster on your field, you can lance it. You lose 800 attack points, but it's still a monster. It's better than nothing. I have a few staples. Let me get them together here. I have 2 MST, 1 Heavy, 1 Book, and Reborn. Now, I'm going to take Book of Moon out because, I don't really need it in this deck. I do plan on putting 2 Night Beams in it, so this is one of the cards that's going to be taken out to put that in there. But you get the basic idea of the staples. Pot of Avarice, because, you know, with this deck you need recovery. This card plays a major role with that. You can draw 2 cards after you bring 5 monsters back into your deck. Now for my traps. 1 Heretic Seal. Again, I'm going to replace this card with another Night Beam because, you know, I don't really use it as much. I mean, yeah, it comes in handy, but I don't really need it for what I'm using it for. 2 Reckless Greed, just because of draw power. I may end up just taking 1 out. For now, it's kind of, you know, replacing the card D that I don't have. So if I get 2 more, these might be taken out of my deck, or I might just take it down to 1. And for my last 2 traps, which I found very annoying, are Torrential Tribute, because, you know, when you're facing a lot of decks nowadays, like for instance the wind-up deck, a lot of combos are going off. You've got a lot of special summoning being involved. This card saves your life, especially if you have no monsters on your field, because, yeah, it's just annoying. It really messes with your opponent, and it basically kills his combos. I know I was at a match yesterday. You know, I was dueling someone with wind-ups. In particular, he summoned, you know, like 3 wind-up sharks. He started, you know, summoning all kinds of stuff onto the field. He ended up getting out, what was it, 1 XYZ monster. The minute I saw it, I played this, wiped his whole field out, and I won the game because of it. So it's a really good card to have. I have 2 in this deck. I would advise putting, you know, Torrential Tribute in this deck because it's a really fun card to play in this deck. Now for my Xyz, and, well, basically my extra deck. 1 Heretic Sun Dragon, obviously, because, you know, the effect, yeah, it's a level 8, it's a rank 8, but, you know, if I can get him out, his effect is amazing. Basically, you know, basic win conditions. 1 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. Planning on getting 2 more of these. It's a really good card. You know, you can special summon it using, you know, 2 rank 5 or 6s, and it can still get the card out. And it's got piercing damage, so if your opponent's monster is in defense, he still takes damage. I have 1 King of Atom because I don't have 3. I'm working on getting 2 more, but he helps with combos a lot good, especially when, you know, I'm popping combos off like mad. I have 1 Tiras, 1 Adrius. These 2 are basically, you know, must-haves in this deck. I haven't really used Tiras for anything yet. I haven't been able to get him out for anything. Adrius comes in handy though when I really need her. So great cards. And for my synchro summons, I only have 1 right now, and that's a Scrap Dragon. I haven't really used it yet, so still working on trying to figure out how I can incorporate him into the deck. I might just take him out completely and throw in a Stardust. I'm not sure yet, but we will see. Now for my side deck, it's not quite finished yet, and it's kind of something I'm testing out. It's a global side deck for all my decks in this case, but this is what it looks like. I have 1 Effect Veiler in there, just in case I need 1 for other decks. 2 Dimension Slice. Now with my Heretic deck, this is specifically for my Heretic deck. If I'm special summoning like mad, this card comes in handy. It's not continuous, but it's basically a trap hole, you know, so if I can somehow special summon like Tefnuit or Sue or something like that, I can play this, banish a monster. It's an easy card to have, it's an easy card to get, it's a great card, possibly a broken card, so I figured, you know, I put 2 in my side deck just in case I need it. I have 2 Tragodia, just in case, you know, I mean, I do have a Gorz in my deck, but Tragodia also can play, you know, a perfect role in other decks as well. Summoner Monk, now, I don't have this, I don't use this for my Heretic deck, I use this for another deck, but it's a great card to have for said deck. I can't really tell you anything about it right now until I do a video on it, but yeah, basically you can special summon a level 4 monster from your deck. I have 1 Bottomless, I have Mirror Force, Scrap Iron Scarecrow, good card to have, that's why I sided it. It can save you from, you know, a huge attack point monster destroying your life points, so I figure I side this card just in case I need it. And last but not least, 2 Thunder King, just, you know, because I can. Thunder King is a really good card to have. It'll keep your opponent locked down for a little bit, at least until he can kill it or go around it. So that's it. My side deck is only 14 cards. I'm looking for another card to add into it. I'm not sure what it is yet, but yeah, that's my my Heretic deck, my side deck, and everything. So leave a comment. Be sure to rate and subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming soon, guys. So stay tuned. Thanks.